So we've been talking about all of the TV shows. You've
TV,
just
yeah.
given me a great list of shows to watch.
Yeah, watch
Um,
Silo. And also, I think you will like Silo because A, it
mhm,
has Rebecca Ferguson in it.
mhm.
Um, and
And we were talking about how much we both love The Wheel of Time.
oh yes. But
That's
I
so
don't
well
understand,
done. I
like,
love that
so
show.
many people weren't having it with that series. Like, they were like, oh, it's so
Really?
boring,
Oh,
or
I loved
it's
it.
like, so predictable. But to me, I loved it.
Mhm.
It reminded me,
Me
and
too.
I wrote this in my, I think my blog entry. I
Mhm.
wrote this because this podcast used to be a, well, it's still a blog, so it's the baby of the blog basically. And so I like it reminded me of Lord of the Rings, especially I think
Mm.
episode 1 and 2 of The Wheel of Time, which is,
Mhm.
for you guys don't know, it's on Amazon Prime and you can watch it. It's so good. And and like the set design, the production
Mhm.
design, so good. Like it's it was basically a foreshadowing of everything everywhere all at once to
Yeah,
me.
it kind of, you're absolutely right. I can definitely see the similarities there for sure. I loved it because it was such a great example of a hero's journey, and
Hmm.
it's so compelling. But I agree with you, like all the production elements of that show are really top
And like
notch, and the
and the
cast. And
twists, there were some
yeah,
twists.
the twist, I know,
I was
very,
like,
very interesting.
especially I think that after this last episode, I was like, what? Like I was like so mind blown because
Yeah,
you don't see that those twists like you don't see those twists coming see. Wait, but that was in
it's
English.
very true.
See them coming, so that's the right way.
No, it's very, very, very true. And I can't wait for the second season. That's what
Hmm.
we're so excited about.
It's
Summer
like
House.
I believe they will do the same thing with Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. It was released around 6 a.m. here on
Mm.
September 1st. I kid you not, I couldn't wait until like I wanted to. I woke up at 4, and I was like, my family was like obviously asleep, and I was like, ugh, I have to wake up at 9 and watch it, even though I wanted to watch it at 6 a.m. I couldn't. I was like, well, a part of me wanted, and the other part of me was like, that would be disrespectful because it was like still summer, but still,
Mhm.
nobody like I'm not the person like to say like wake up. I am watching this show now.
Yeah, no, I have stuff like that too that I'm super excited about. Like it's like a holiday, like a
Like
present that you're getting.
the Carnival Row was also the same thing. Have you seen it?
Carnival Row, is that what you said?
Yeah, it's
No, I
with
haven't seen it.
Legolas with Orlando
Mm.
Bloom and Cara Delevingne. It got
No.
cancelled though. It's fantasy, but it's like a cyberpunk fantasy thingy, and it's very
Huh.
R-rated.
Okay. No, I haven't seen it. Carnival
It's
Row.
good, but it kind of like flattens out in the second season.
Hmm.
So yeah, like Wheel of Time. Oh, it was so good. Like the
Yeah,
intro
so
as
good.
well. The
Mhm.
intro of the show. See, I'm all happy again.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. And I really like Lock and Key is another great show on Netflix. Shadow and Bone, which is
Have you
kind of
seen
similar to
Shadow Hunters?
no,
It was on CW.
no, I didn't see it.
It's
I
good,
didn't see it.
but got cancelled
I
after
know.
5
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah, I know. You start just when you start to love a show, it disappears.
Yeah, like
That's how.
when the one cancellation made me very furious was Westworld.
Oh yeah, with
Oh,
Evan
I was
Rachel
so
Wood.
mad. I'm still mad.
Yeah, I know. I was that show was really popular too. You know, which one I was really upset about was Lovecraft Country. I don't know if you watched Lovecraft Country.
No.
I was so mad when they only gave it one season, and it was so good and so visually stunning, and they got rid of that program after one season. It's not fair.
Yeah, it's
Not
not fair.
fair.
Like, why? But like, I know like Netflix is still the king of canceling shows.
Yeah, they're kind of known for it now in a sad way. It's like, just when you start to really love something, they take it away from you. But
And like,
it's,
what do you think about the password sharing thingy, account sharing thingy?
yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about that. I mean, I realize it's a business and they have to make money, but um, I don't know. I'm one of those people that I feel like art and streaming and all that stuff should be accessible to everyone. Like I feel
Hmm.
like there shouldn't be barriers from people to be able to get news or content or culture. Or I don't think we should have to pay uh for for like I don't want to say not pay for content necessarily because they have to make money, right? Especially if there's no commercials. But um I don't like the fact that things are getting more and more expensive, like theater, and that young
Hmm.
people, especially, are people who don't necessarily have the means or
Yeah.
the ability financially to go see something like that, that they don't get that experience just because they can't afford it. And um, yeah, I mean, it's hard. And yeah, so I'm kind of on the fence about that for sure. But I mean, I get, from a legal place that we shouldn't be sharing passwords, but at the same time, it's like
Like we've been doing this
you
for
want to
so many years, like a decade, and then you're like, you know what? I'm just going to
just
change
kidding.
it
Well, and
after
they got
one
rid of and
decade.
I'm very old school Netflix. Like I remember Netflix when it started, but for years I had the DVD by mail.
Oh,
And they got
cool.
rid of that not too long ago too. So I mean, I don't use it anymore, obviously, but yeah, it's just But I have to tell you, I have a sort of a love-hate relationship with Netflix.
Oh, me too.
Because years ago, I worked at a Blockbuster Video, and
Hmm.
and Netflix is sort of the main reason why Blockbuster went away, and I still miss Blockbuster. I really do. Like, I still wish we had a video store that I could go to and talk to people about movies and buy popcorn and take my movie home. And I'm old school like that, but um, when Netflix came around, they just completely decimated Blockbuster in a sad way. But so that's why I have a love hate with Blockbuster or with Netflix because of that very reason. But this was a long time ago, obviously. But yeah.
Yeah, like I remember like we also had these video thingies here in Europe, and oh, like, or like I remember like going to the mall and then going to a electronics like store, and then there were like DVDs. I was still DVDs, but
Mhm.
like I'm like okay, and but now I'm like okay, I watched this one, I watched this one, I watched this one. Like what should I buy? And
Mhm.
but I I'm a huge Fast and Furious fan, and I had bought, then I had to like sell it. um I bought like first installment, second installment, third installment, fifth installment, sixth installment, and no, sixth installment.
Wow.
I think, and I watched the recent one and I love it. I love it so much. Like it's
I haven't
so.
seen the recent one. I haven't seen it yet.
But
I
are you also in watching like action movies or something in that genre?
I do watch some action movies. That's probably the genre that I watch the least.
Ah,
Um, but I do watch them when I can for sure. No, I was saying that I have a very large DVD collection. I have like 2,000 DVDs and Blu-rays,
wow.
and so I love my whole front room is nothing but movies, um, which I love because a lot of them are like collector's editions or like
Mm,
really like limited, really or really obscure movies that I love that I had to find and like special order. But I'm very proud of my movie collection because I have so many in different genres. But I love a lot of old movies too, like film noir and stuff from the 1940s and um, you know, classic cinema kind of stuff, like the old horror movies, like with Bela Lugosi and people like that, and Vincent Price. Um, so I study a lot of film history and I teach it sometimes too. So I love being able to look back historically at genres, horror and so forth. So yeah, action films. I do like some. My significant other loves action movies, so I watch them a lot because of him. Um, but not it's not my always my first choice. I think I'd choose a scary movie or a thriller over an action movie.
Uh,
But
I
what about you?
I
Do you like
use
action movies?
I love action movies, but then like I'm so like hyper. Like
Hmm.
I'm a very hypersensitive person, so I'm like I cannot breathe because of the action. And but I really liked John Wick 4.
John Wick?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen John Wick, but yeah, good stuff for sure.
I
Trying to
really
think of the last action movie I saw.
I like I basically I have my specific like actors what which like then works I watch, and Neo aka John Wick, like Neo from Matrix. In I whenever I see him I'm like, oh John, I'm like Neo is back.
Oh, so you're a Keanu Reeves fan?
Yeah.
And I grew up watching
I
his
which Keanu Reeves movie is your favorite?
very obscure one called My Own Private Idaho with River Phoenix, that Gus Van Sant made years ago, but
I
it was a
think I
little
know it.
independent
I
film.
don't know if I watched it though.
Yeah, it was really heartbreaking, a very heartbreaking movie.
Oh.
But no, he's I know people who know him, and he's from what I hear, he's a really wonderful human being. He's just a very
He's
nice
so
person.
generous.
Yeah, very generous, and so I think that's more people need to be like that for sure, especially in this industry. But
Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth. I want to say the same thing. Like more people need to do that.
Mhm.
Um, what else? I'm thinking of like actors. So give me your top three actresses.
Top three actors, Jessica Lange is definitely at the very top. I also love Melissa McCarthy.
Oh,
I think
I
she's
love.
hilarious,
I liked her
funny,
in Spy,
and Spy, yeah, with
like with
Miranda Hart.
Jason Statham.
Yeah. Um, uh, I love Charlize Theron. There's a lot of
Same,
actresses that
same.
that I
She's
really
so
really love. I
beautiful.
love Octavia Spencer. I love Viola Davis.
Yeah. Yes.
Um,
Yes. Queen.
um,
She's an EGOT.
yeah, I just think she's a
That makes me so
um,
happy.
yeah. No, there's so many actresses that I just really admire their work. I love Kathy Bates. I think she's extraordinary. I love Juliette Lewis. I think is so good. Jennifer Jason Leigh. Um, Yeah, there's so many women that I just truly admire their work and everything they do.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I really like, I mean, there's a lot of up and coming actors and actresses that I like too. Um,
Such as?
I'm thinking off the top of my head, like I'm bad sometimes with names, so I don't want to get the names wrong. Let me just give you a couple of people who I mean kind of keeping my eye on and watching. I'm scrolling through my Instagram right now. My Instagram with all the people I follow on Instagram because a lot of them I follow. So a lot of times too, like I'll come across an actor and actress, especially a young actor and actress, because I write a lot of younger stuff, screenplays and books and so forth. So a lot of times, when somebody options something of mine, they'll say, "Who do you recommend for casting, or who do you
Mm-hmm.
see in these roles?" And so when I come across a young actor or actress whose work I really really enjoy or like, I'll follow them or you know, sort of track them on social media a little bit so that way I remember them when I get asked the questions about who I think should be in something that I wrote. I do like
Dominic
I mentioned.
Fishback, like
Say that
maybe
again.
Dominic Fishback.
No, not familiar with. Okay, here's now I'm scrolling through my list. Dun, 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 dun. I love Diana Guerrero, I think is how you say her last name, who's on Doom Patrol. She was also on Orange is the New Black. I think she's
Oh, I
extraordinary.
love Orange is
Uh,
the New Black.
yeah. Um, mm, I love Bridget Everett. She's amazing. I'm a big Reese Witherspoon fan, I gotta tell you. I think she does really great work. Um, she's just amazing at what she does.
Same.
And we had talked about Joyride earlier, and I really love all four of the actresses in that. Sherry Cola is in that, and Ashley Park, and um, uh, Sabrina Wu is in that as well, and Stephanie Sue. I don't know how to
Yeah,
say
Stephanie
Stephanie.
Sue from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, she's amazing. Um, she's just awesome. I'm looking. I was very fortunate that I come from the same theater company where I live. Um, I did a lot of, not a lot, I did a few shows with Jessica Chastain growing up. She's from here
Mhm.
also. So we used to
Cool.
do a lot of theater together. Melanie Linsky. I love Melanie Linsky. She's been in a ton of stuff and she does really great work. Um, Tony Collette. Love Tony
I've
Collette.
heard that name.
She was in
Or
Hereditary, which is a really good spooky movie.
I don't
Have
like
you
that. It traumatized me. See,
It
that's
is
why
very traumatizing.
I don't watch
Such a
horror
tragedy.
movies that
Yes, no,
often.
it is very traumatizing for sure. Um,
Especially like the elderly couple scene.
mm, yeah.
Hi, like and then they're like hi, and then they switch. They like greet you, and then they switch.
Mm, um, those are pretty much who I've been watching lately. Um, I'm trying to see if there's anybody else that's sort of like on my radar right now, people that I'm loving to watch their work. So I'm looking at so many writers and singers on my Instagram that I follow. Yeah, that's pretty much, I mean, that's kind of who I've been looking at lately. I mean, there's so many extraordinary young people right now, performing actors that are coming up, and I'm kind of waiting to see what they do next and that sort of thing. So it's a whole new generation of young performers on, especially on streaming shows. Um, so, and I watch a lot of non-American TV. Like I love a lot of British TV, like Ackley Bridge. I don't know if you've ever seen Ackley Bridge, but it's a fantastic
No,
show.
but when you said
Um,
British TV, I thought about immediately about Peaky Blinders.
yeah, I've seen it. I wasn't a huge fan, but I know many people love it. I shouldn't say I wasn't a huge fan of Peaky Blinders because people will hate me, but
No,
yeah, I I liked elements of it, but
sorry.
I don't know why I couldn't connect with it. But
Mm,
you watch Bridgerton?
yeah.
Yeah, love Bridgerton. That's really
Have
great.
you
We were
seen?
talking about
Oh, yeah. You
the
haven't seen
Empress, which I love the
um
Empress. Oh, it's so good.
Queen Charlotte.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that's really good too. Yeah, I love all of
Yeah,
those,
the
like
Empress was so good,
loved the Empress. I'm
and
still in the
it
middle of it. I'm starting the second season, I think. I think I finished the first season. But I'm just hooked on that. It's really good. But I love all of those old sort of like historical women in power kind of, I learn a lot about history. I mean, not all of it's correct history. Some of it's fictionalized, a lot of it's fictionalized, but yeah, good, very good stuff. Did you watch Great Expectations with Olivia Colman?
um
It was a mini
mm,
series. It's really well
no,
done.
I forgot
One of
about
my
it.
one of my favorite authors is Jane Austen, so I like a lot of that sort of Regency kind of Victorian, somewhat. Is that Victorian? I think it's Victorian. But um,
It sounds
uh,
like it.
right, I'm gonna go with it. But yeah, and I took an entire semester of class in Jane Austen in college, so I should know the answer to that, my own question. But I love that time period. I love that, or the fashion. the decadence of all of that. So it's very fun stuff.
I'm
But
going
that's
through
that's
my
pretty much, yeah,
actresses list. Well, there it's long.
yeah.
Um, I didn't know that Zazie Beetz was half German. I'm even prouder of her.
Wow. No, I didn't know that either. There was somebody else too that I recently found out about, something that I was like, oh, I didn't know. That's it.
I also found out that Nick Cage was actually Nicholas
Mhm.
Coppola. I didn't know that. I
Yes.
was like,
Yeah.
what? Wait, so
Yeah.
the Coppola?
Yeah. I know. And yeah. Gosh, I remember him in a lot of movies way back when, like Valley Girl, stuff that was made years and years ago, but all very good classic
I like
movies.
the Renfield. You have to watch Renfield. It's so good. Like it's Nicolas Cage at its best.
I will definitely check it out. I'm writing it down right now.
I'm still kind of mad that they didn't give an Oscar to Harry Potter.
I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. I know. Unpopular opinion. Unpopular opinion.
Why?
Um,
What don't
I don't,
you like
I
about it?
don't, I can't. People have asked me this before, and I'm like, I can't put my finger on it. I don't know. I like things that are like super popular, like really popular. For some reason, I tend not to connect with emotionally. I don't know why. And it all feels very fabricated to me and not very like, I don't know, like it's coming from this place of genuineness. But here's what I do love about Harry Potter, going back to the books, despite the things that she has said recently in the media and the press, which is not
Mm-hmm.
a story for another time. The fact
Same
that
with
those,
Ezra.
yes, right, the fact that with those books, she got so many reluctant readers to read books, readers that normally wouldn't read books, to read Harry Potter books. She created an entire generation of new readers just with those books. And that's so impressive and so important. Same thing with Stephanie Meyer with the Twilight books, which I'm not a fan of Twilight at all, um, but
Oh,
I thought
we
that,
are going to ruffle so many feathers. I see.
sorry everyone, but it's but again, those were books that really got a lot of people to read,
hmm
and really excited about it. I did like the Hunger Games series. I thought that that was a very
I
compelling,
love Hunger
and,
Games.
and yeah, very good. Suzanne Collins, just great books, great movie adaptations. Elizabeth Banks, who I love, but and Jennifer Lawrence, of course, too. But
Of course.
yeah, but yeah, it's I can I give mad respect to the power of those books, especially of Twilight and Harry Potter. But yeah, I'm in such an unpopular opinion because I have friends that have shunned me because I'm like,
Oh
no, I'm not
no.
really. I know. But there's other, and I'm old school too, and I think maybe I think that I wanted Twilight to be darker and more gothic than it was. It just kind of, I don't know, it just didn't go
It
as to the
wasn't.
place that I
It
wanted
wasn't that
to.
way. So it didn't go that route.
Yeah, and I wanted it to. And then I think for me, for Harry Potter, it just had too much fantasy element to it. And I tend to gravitate more towards realistic fiction and realistic stuff. So that's probably why I didn't connect with it. But again, I really admire what both of those authors were able to do with creating so many new readers of people who
Okay,
probably wouldn't
so
have read books otherwise.
Zoom is saying that we have to go.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And we talked about so much.
Thank you
Hopefully you got
so
really
much for this
good stuff for the
conversation and
interview.
for your kind
Yeah,
words.
of course. Absolutely. You must keep in touch with me. Let me know how you're
I know.
doing.
I will
And
send my book later when
yes,
I
and
wake up. When
vielen
I wake
Dank.
up.
I appreciate your
Dankeschön.
vielen Dank. Danke gleichfalls. And I can't wait to talk with you
He
again
spoke
soon.
German, so if you guys didn't know.
So yeah, very exciting, and keep sending me recommendations for TV shows and movies and books and all kinds of good stuff and music too, because we did talk about music a little bit as well. So
Yeah.
all good stuff. But thank you so, so much. I appreciate it so much. And I hope you have a wonderful Sunday in Vienna. And
It's very bright outside, so I guess yes. I'll just go back to bed, I
well,
guess.
good.
It's like 8 a.m., but you have to do that. But thank you so much um for this conversation and for
Yeah.
like your kind words and for the advice you gave me, whether that was off camera, off record or
Off
on
record, off the
record.
record.
Yeah, or like off record or on the record, um, on the recording. And I appreciate you, and I'll definitely keep in touch with you. And thank you also for the empowering words in regards of so many like topics we talked about. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm very grateful that you did this, and I'm really looking forward to redoing it because I don't know, like 3 hours weren't enough. I guess.
It was a lot of fun. It was really great to talk with you and to get to know you too. So we'll reach out anytime and thanks so much and best of luck to you for lots of continued success with your podcast.
Thank you
And I
so
just
much. And I
appreciate the
hope the
time
camera
to
will
talk
be
about it.
working next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, take care so much and keep up all the great work.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.